A jazz club is like 4 guys on stage enjoying themselves more than the 50 people in the audience. That's what it is. They're all playing a different song, all at the same time, in different tempos, in different keys, and they call it jazz. It's fucking nonsense. You know, I'm still struggling with jazz. What is it? What is it all about? 4 guys on stage enjoying themselves more than anybody else in the audience, all playing the wrong notes at the same time. Though that's jazz. All right, is that what they're calling it now? Because it used to be called when I was growing up. Country music is so bizarre, isn't it? It's insane. It all sounds the same.
People who are into punk rock music, particularly American punk rock, Green Day fans, I fucking hate them. Goths, I hate them.
Your opinion on it?
Gangster rap.
Yeah.
It's all a bit flannel, really, isn't it?
Flannel?
Yeah.
You think they're not really as tough as they seem?
No, they'd get arrested otherwise, wouldn't they?
They do get arrested. They die. This guy, what's his name? Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, he got murdered though, didn't he?
That's right. So we're with his girlfriend today, Little Kim.
All right, you be careful anyway.
I'll be careful. I'm going into the hood tonight.
Oh yeah?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, well you know the point, don't you? If you go down to the hood today.
I know if I go down to the hood today. Bye-bye.
At the time it was written in the middle of grunge and all that, and I remember Nirvana had a tune called I Hate Myself When I Want to Die, which I was like, well, I'm not fucking having that. As much as I fucking like him and all that shit, I'm not having that. I can't have people like that coming over here on smack fucking saying that they hate themselves and they want to die. That's fucking rubbish. And I'm not saying it was written directly as a retort to that, but that was my thinking was, fuck that man, kids don't need to hear that nonsense. It seemed like to me he was a guy that had everything and was miserable about it. And we had fuck all, and I still thought that getting up in the morning was the greatest fucking thing ever because you didn't know where you'd end up at night, you know. And we didn't have a pot to piss in, but it was fucking great, man. Sometimes when I have this debate and I say I'm not into pop music, I think to myself, well, I know I am into pop music. We're all into pop music because we were brought up on, you know, from everything from Elvis to the Sex Pistols to Nirvana and the Smiths, which were all pop music. It's just that now the charts, for the first time in history, are completely dominated by major label acts who have teams of songwriters and employ major label thinking, and it all sounds the same. And my mum summed it up perfectly on Christmas Day. My mum is in her 70s and she's from County Mayo in Ireland, and we would always sit and watch Top of the Pops on Christmas Day as everybody else did. And my mum sat there this year and halfway through she said, "Is this a repeat of last year's?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "This all sounds the same as last year." And I thought, well, doesn't it? So, you know, take my mum's word for it, it's shit.
Britpop. We're not Britpop, we're universal rock. That's what we are, we're not Britpop. The media can take the Britpop and stick it as far up the back entry of the country house as they can take it. We're a universal rock band, we're not Britpop.
Are you talking to any of those?
Because we're Irish for a start.
And I thought for half an hour it was fucking outrageous. It looked amazing on my iPad, I have to say. And for 30 minutes I thought, wow, this is fucking truly amazing. And then, like most hip-hop gigs, after 45 minutes you're going, want something else now. But for half an hour, it was as fucking good as it gets, I got to say. Even rock music is bland. You know, people are always going on about rock and roll dead and blah, blah, blah. But there's two separate things now. Rock is alive and kicking, you know, and it's wearing shorts and it's screaming somewhere. screaming some angst by a rich kid into a microphone about how their parents ignored them when they were children. So that's rock, and that's great, you know what I mean? Whereas rock and roll is as dead as a dodo.
Yeah.
Because it's a completely different thing. Rock and roll is in the way you walk, and the way you talk, and the clothes that you wear, and how you smoke, and how you drink, and how good looking your girlfriend is. Rock is just... That's how loud you shout, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
true. How long your hair is, and, you know. But I think that rock music now is just that. I don't think rock and roll exists. Rock music has become, you know, the guys with the tattoos and the shouting and the fucking, the politics and the shouting and the ripped jeans, and there's more shouting.
Sure.
And I don't find it melodic in any way. But I'm not sure where you look at modern guitar bands and you'll see the guitarists and they kind of wear the guitar. They don't really fucking play it. And I just think it's a different era. You know what I mean? I think rock killed rock and roll. When I say that this album is my most rock and roll album, it's not because it's not about the Marshall Stack and the fucking Les Paul. Rock and roll to me is about freedom of thought and freedom of expression. That's why it's rock and roll, because it's not, as in the studio, I'm not worried about what anyone else is thinking about it. It comes from the soul.
Yeah.
And that's it. And you can argue and debate about the execution of an artistic decision. Can't question the artistic decision. Apart from jazz and heavy metal, you know, goth music, you know, there's a reason why they slit their wrists, isn't there? Really. All that fucking nihilism, it's called. I don't listen to that. But apart from that, I've got a broad taste in music, and I can appreciate, you know.